45.
There we go.
Yep, right, we're right now.
Timer set.
Hello.
Hello.
Andy is waving. Hello. Not goodbye today. And I'm sat on my needle, which isn't a good idea.
No.
Right.
Try not to lose your stitches today.
Yeah. I lost them last night and I couldn't pick them up because I couldn't see them. I was so tired, I thought, give up,
Yeah.
go to bed. Right, I'm going to sit here knitting because I've got nothing else to show.
Have you not?
No, just this. I've got a bit
Just
further.
your... Oh, right, oh, is that a sleeve?
Yeah, sleep.
Oh, right, oh. Well, I brought...
Yeah, the toothless one.
Yes, oh yes, the tooth is not a problem anymore because it ain't there.
Oh, toothless one, what have you brought today?
Oh, toothless one. It's not my box, it's my drum. It's my 50p art box. I thought it were brilliant when I saw it for 50p. And it's just
50p.
perfect for what I've been trying to make.
I don't know what's in this box.
No. So, here we go.
I can see it now, it's nice.
I've got all my bits because it's not finished and I don't know when the hell I'm going to get time to finish it, seeing as it's a present and she's going to want it before Christmas. I actually have two. And I'm knitting. My snowman's falling off because he's not. It will be a Christmas wreath. I have the wreath, I have the snowman, and I'm going to put a selection of snowflakes around it. How are we doing here?
Rose said she wanted to do some snowflakes or stars or whatever they were.
There's loads of...
I said there was some on
thingy.
Pinterest,
yeah.
wasn't there?
You know, it'll sort of, you know...
Well, they won't be
I don't tip it up because it's just going to go flying.
Everything's... there you
Yeah,
I've lost
see.
one.
So...
That's what it's going to look like when it's
Yeah,
done.
of course I need a hat for my snowman as well, and a scarf.
And a carrot nose.
Yep. So, pick the snowflake up. Oh, 2 snowflakes went for a Burton. Right, let's put those... You see, I was supposed to, in my own head, I thought I'll get to Jan's and I'll pin some stuff on.
Well, we've been nattering.
We have. And this is the other one.
Mm-hmm. Is that another present?
Yeah. No, this one's for me, actually.
All right.
And this one's going to have holly leaves on it. Let me just see if I can just make it look something like... It's all sticking to my hands because my hands are dry. And more holly leaves.
You got holly berries as well?
Yes, I have.
Ooh.
Oh, what a performance making them. Well, you know you get it in your head.
And I've done pom-poms.
No, but you know you get it in your head. Oh, I can do it by doing this.
Yeah.
And if I make a little circle, chain a circle, and then do like these bobbles, well, of course it wouldn't work, would it? But eventually, John said, a bunch of piles.
Hemorrhoids.
But his joking aside,
Oops.
they won't stay where they are. I knew I should have pinned it.
Yeah.
But I've just not had time. I've not had time to break wind this week.
You've not been fartling this week.
So, right, are you ready for this? This is like the...
Watch it now because it'll all fall off.
The 3-second
Reveal.
reveal. As she tips it ever so gently.
Stay down.
And I'm going to do a bow for the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought in red.
Yes.
But I rather like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm awfully sorry, I can't hold it up. You know.
No, it's dropping.
But I thought that would be really rather
Oops.
pleasant.
I hope you can still see me because I'm having to scoot forward.
You see,
I can't knit.
I'll have to, rearrange the holly leaves properly.
Yeah.
But I thought,
Ooh.
chuffed to bits. So I'm going to do another one. That's why I wanted the blue, the navy blue, and not so much of it. Because I did this on the Addy.
Yeah.
And I got these polystyrene wreath forms. And then I thought, well, how the hell am I going to put it on? You do. Come up with these brilliant ideas. So I just cut a very narrow section out.
Yeah.
Threaded the knitting over it.
And then
I like tightened it up. How you can just loop every stitch.
Yeah.
And just pull it tight. Well, I had all these ideas. I was going to graft it together and.
Yeah, right. We all,
yeah.
I
thought that was
Kitchener stitch is our favourite stitch, isn't it? Yeah. It really is.
It was going to be seamless, and I'd even got the right colour sequence and everything.
Hang on.
And after about an hour of farting about with it, I just took the whole lot off.
Yeah, I hate the Kitchener stitch.
And
with a passion.
Thought, do you know what? I'll just tighten it up like it, So that's what I'm up on. That's what I'm up doing.
Yeah.
But I've got another form, and I was going to do, because this pale blue one's sort of a la Frozen, a la Girls, if you would.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, what can I do for, the little lad?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do them. What it will be, it'll be the bottom half in navy blue. No, the top half in navy blue.
Yeah.
The bottom half in white. So it represents dark sky, snow.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to embroider some little stars on it. Because I want. Well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean by embroider.
With wool. Not.
Up.
Hey up.
Hey up.
No, he's going to start, and he's going to.
Postman's here.
This is going to be fun.
It's got to be fun.
I'll just,
We'll just talk.
Talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah, because if he doesn't see him, we'll be fine. At the moment, he's fast asleep on the chair.
Oh.
Had to happen.
It did. Right, come on. Up you get.
Yes, all right, darling. All right, he's just a postman.
Trying to guess at the postman now. The postman must be feared of this little thing. Oh, I hope she's picked him up. No, so anyway, it's going to be dark blue at the top to represent a dark sky. White at the bottom for snow. And then, when this has got a snowman, I'm going to try and crochet a robin. Inspiration from Pinterest, I hasten to add. But I really rather like that one, and I thought that is sort of more neutral than a Frozen type. Hey up, post.
Where are you? It's nothing woolly, I can assure you.
So that's what I've been up to.
And I've not been up to anything except trying to knit this blooming sleeve. Knitting an eye. You don't see eye to eye. What on earth is this?
I don't know. You ordered it.
I probably ordered it that long ago because it's from China.
Oh well. Oh, it could be a proper good surprise.
It will be because I forgot what it is.
I put my drum back together.
Yeah, I forgot what it is. Should have brought my scissors over, shouldn't I?
You should.
Never mind. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it looks like a... Oh, it's an eye pencil or a...
Oh right.
Drawing. Drawing what? Should I show you? I'll let you take that cover off, I can't do it. I don't have fingernails because I...
Drawing eyebrow.
Ah, that's it. It's the eyebrow pencil.
Right, so.
What's in here? What's in here? Oh, it looks like some trousers, I think, is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, trousers.
Trousers. Very small looking trousers. Size. It says 24. I'm loving it. That looks a small 24.
I bet you'd be right when they've... Yeah.
That looks like a small
We've
24
got to
to me.
hang them up and let the creases drop out.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's big though. Look at them legs.
You just never know, do you?
I've got that
Oh,
legs.
Tinternet.
Oh, Tinternet, you order them and then they come and they don't fit a spider.
Put that with you.
Yep.
Is that it?
And that's it. I told you there was nothing exciting to come. There's no wool or nothing to come, I don't think. I've got any orders for anything interesting. Just a pair of black trousers.
I must admit I've been... Go on.
Yeah, I'm wearing my nice velvet. I love velvet.
It's lovely.
I love it. It's very tactile, isn't it?
It is. I must admit I've not ordered any wool for absolutely ages. I've done really, really well.
Well, I got a thing from Ice Yarns today.
Yeah.
Saying it's alpaca, but I thought, no, step away.
Yeah. Step away from the
Step
computer.
away. I have to... You know, I mean, all right, money-wise, it's Christmas and I need the money for presents.
Yeah.
But also, until I get my stash room, my craft room done, I've got nowhere to put anything.
That's it. And the thing is, it's like I was in... my stash is in my garage. I have my bit.
Yeah.
And I went in for the Christmas tree
Yeah.
yesterday afternoon when I come home from work.
You
Because
brave.
my Christmas tree is up.
Hey, mine isn't, yeah.
I've not done my other decorations yet, but my Christmas tree is up. And do you know what? It just looks so lovely. It's sort of modern traditional, if you would.
Well, I've got that little tree. Do you remember when
Yes.
Amy sent me that little tree? It's going to go in the corner on that table over
Yeah.
there when I get round to it. Oh, my little Gigi.
Oh, bless him. So anyway, I got my Christmas tree out, and it's on top of these sort of drawers I've got stacked.
Yeah.
And I just thought, do you know, if I could actually see what I had,
Yeah.
I bet you I'd be shocked at
I know, I'm going
what's
to be shocked.
in there.
You're going to be shocked. We're all going to be shocked. Somebody said to me, will you show us your stash? And I thought, I can't. It's not that I don't want to. I just can't because I've put it all in those zipped laundry bags. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in it myself.
Yeah.
And there's kind of no way I'm going to, you know, they're stacked one on top of the other. My son stacked them up. They're about 5 high. So, I mean, there's no way I'm taking...
No, you can't.
There's just about room for my feet in the stash room.
Yeah.
And there's just no way I could even start to show anybody anything in there. It's just hopeless. But we will have a nice video showing the before, the middle and the after when we do the craft room.
Right-o.
Because I've got big plans when I get that done. And it's looking nearer because the family's hoping to be in their house by Christmas, hoping. I don't think it's going to happen, but they're hoping. And presumably I'll have to wait till the new year to get the carpenter in.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be busy over Christmas or taking the time off.
That's it. But, you know, usually after Christmas it's when all those sort of trades are looking for work, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. So, he's going to do it for me, but he knows he can't do it till
Yeah.
the bedroom's free because he's a friend of my son's.
Yeah.
So he knows the situation. Because in fact he's helping to do our Ian's house, so
Right.
he's working on that.
Do you know, it fascinates me watching people knit. Because although I can knit, I can't knit at any great speed. You know,
People say
painfully
I
slow.
knit quick, but it's still painfully slow to me compared with crochet. And also I keep dropping flipping stitches like I'm doing here now. Urgh. This wool is quite slidey. And I'm always slipping a stitch and dropping it. Urgh. There we go.
See, I wouldn't know how to do that at all.
Well, I must admit I'd lost patience last night with it. I looked at the clock and it was about 11:30, which is early for me. And I was fiddling with this stitch and I thought, no. Wait while daylight, you know, and you can see what you're doing.
I must admit, I went to bed early-ish last night, but because I was really, really tired. But I must have lay there for, an hour or so.
I can do that.
I just could not finally drop off. I think, you get overtired and your
Yeah.
brain's whizzing round thinking what I've got to do and stuff like that. So
When it gets to about 10 o'clock, I feel tired. And I'm like that, sort of. But if I get past that, I get what I call my second wind.
yes, I know what you mean.
And then I'm up till 2, 3 o'clock,
Oh, you see, the thing is, my thought was, go to bed early,
Yeah.
get up early,
Well, that doesn't
then I
work.
can get loads of stuff done before I actually come out, because I was saying to Jan earlier, I don't know when my time's going. I'm either at work, picking the kids up, or whatever. And my time just doesn't feel like my own.
Well, I thought I was going to get so much done this week because there's no dogs here, no family here. Well, I say no dogs, there's only Gigi.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, Gigi is no trouble when the big dogs are not here. He's asleep on the cushion there.
He is, he looks proper cute.
And he's such a good boy.
Yeah.
I can get things done when he's on his own because he'll either sit behind me on the cushion or he'll sit on my knee. And he's so good.
Yeah.
But when the girls are here, he just... I think he's jealous and I think he doesn't want them anywhere near me.
He's competing for your attention, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, as you know, Poppy loves to be attention. Poppy loves to be stroked. And she'll come every so often to be patted and petted and loved and everything. And Sky has started to do the same now, which she never did before. Sky was like the dog who walked on her own, She'd occasionally come up for a pat and a cuddle when she wanted to.
Yeah.
But now she's suddenly sort of turned the corner and she suddenly wants my attention a lot of the time now. And it's very pleasant, but it means you can't get stuff done.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I've got a week. I'll definitely have finished this sweater. And here I am, it's Tuesday. And I've still got another sleeve to do after I've finished this one.
Best part of... Is it a raglan or is it...
Yeah, it's a raglan, yeah.
Oh, well, once you get to the decrease bit...
Yeah. But my sleeve's got... My niece has got arms like a gorilla. She's got really long arms. So I've got to knit about 18 inches before I start to do the... She's got
but once you get to the raglan bits, I mean, I know I've actually made an adult jumper for me.
Wow.
Years and years ago.
I never knew you knitted. Well, I knew you knitted, but...
Yeah.
But not...
But it tended to be, baby things and what have you, and I know, like, you get to that raglan bit.
Yeah.
And it just seems like, oh, well, hey, it's all downhill and it goes really fast, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a pity Sue doesn't do videos and all, because like yesterday when I went out on my scooter and they're saying, isn't it hilly? Oh. My hills are nothing compared with Sue's hills. You'd think you were on a roller coaster if you went down
That's
Sue's hill.
it, yeah. We have some serious hills because where I live is the actual town centre is in the valley.
Yeah.
And everything else is up the sides. Because I know when I first moved there, I used to walk it into town. I was nearer town than I am now. I used to walk it into town and coming back up the hill with a couple of shopping bags and a pram, shoving this pram up the hill, and there'd be a little old dear who'd lived there all her life, and she was sort of like the equivalent of overtaking me on the opposite footpath, and it was like, it felt really depressing.
Well, when I used to push the big pram, the big pram was a lot easier to push than the pushchair was. The stroller or whatever you want to call them in America. I had a big pram, a coach-built pram, and that was a lot easier to push, up and down the hills than what the little one was. As soon as we got to the pushchair stage, I was like, up the hill. Whereas the big pram kind of took itself
Mine was great
up.
because you've got something to sort of lean on and lean into.
Yeah.
Stride into it.
The big pram. And it used to fit a week's shopping underneath that big pram.
Yeah.
And behind him and in front of him, he used to be sitting there like propped up, didn't he, with all this big bag of potatoes behind him,
Man, you're just saying that. I didn't used to drive a car. always had motorbikes, and it was a case of, right, well, I've got a motorbike. You can't put 2 kids on a motorbike, can you?
No, that's unless
There's
you
a
get
limit
sidecar.
to what shopping you can do and put
Yeah.
on your bike, although, believe me, I'm not even going there of what I've had strapped to the back of my motorbike. So I decided I was going to get a sidecar. That was my solution.
Yeah.
I'd get a sidecar.
Stick the kids in a sidecar.
Yeah. Hey, it's amazing. 2 small children
Yeah.
and a month's shopping in sidecar. And it handled much better because of the weight in it.
Yeah. We're thinking
No, but-
Wallace and Gromit here.
Yeah,
Wallace
yeah,
and Gromit
think Wallace and Gromit. You Google Wallace and Gromit and
You'll know what a sidecar is.
yeah. But no, I went and I bought a bike and a sidecar,
Yeah.
and it were on cheap. It was I remember distinctly it was 200 quid.
That'd
And
be
it
a
were
lot,
like
though, there.
200 quid were a lot.
Yeah.
But once I sort of like got my head on how to ride it, because it's completely different than just riding a motorbike, believe you me.
Yeah.
It was ace. My daughter says it scarred her for life.
Did you never take
How
them?
could you do that to me, mother? I mean, I stress she's like in her 30s now, and it's...
Did you ever take them to the seaside, Ellie? Or did you
No, I didn't trust the bike to get that far. Because when it finally blew up,
Yeah.
well, it didn't actually blow up, but I knew it was going to. I was coming back from the next town along in Blackburn, and the route I used to take is really
Yeah.
extremely hilly,
Yeah.
and I was belching smoke out the back of the exhaust like
Yeah.
a smoke machine. You know, cars were flashing me with that. And I just kept thinking, get to junction at top of the hill, I'll be right, because it's downhill all the way.
Yeah, like as if,
But I'm not pushing it up an hill.
as if you didn't know you were like followed by this big black cloud. Yeah.
God. I could see it in my mirrors, and I just kept thinking, oh no, that's me. Oh no, that's me. Just get up this hill. Just get up this hill.
And they're all thinking, oh my God, does she
Yeah.
not know? She not know she's got all this black smoke following her.
Well, they'd have thought it were a he, because everybody did in them days.
Yeah, they never
You
thought
know,
it was a
but-
woman on a
oh.
bike. Yeah.
No,
Oh, men
anyway,
used to-
it made it to the top.
Men used to wear long hair, so it was difficult.
That's
if you
it.
saw a biker with a ponytail hanging out the back of his helmet, you would think it was a woman, but it was not. It was a fella, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, our Ian is as bald as he is now, but he used to have a ponytail when he was young. You know, a little blonde curly ponytail hanging out the
Yeah.
end of his helmet.
Well, I see, I've always sort of like had more or less shortish hair.
Uh-huh.
So it's a case of, you know, you can pull up anywhere, take your, you know, before you just take your helmet off, you know, and it's, oh mate, and they think you're a bloke, and
Yeah.
your helmet comes off. Oh, sorry love. I mean, I used to purposely,
Yeah, leave your helmet on.
no, but wear makeup and really quite heavy mascara and what have you, waterproof I hasten to add.
Yeah.
Because you put your visor up and start streaming, you look like a panda by the time you've got where you're going.
Oh, I've had many of those days.
And sometimes you pull up next to, you know, a car or a van or something, and, you know, of course men would look across and just nod. And
Yeah.
if the lights were right and you knew they were going to change, I'd just blow them a kiss and bugger off, because it's like, oh, it's a woman.
Heavy mascara was one reason why I never took up smoking. Because I was trying to be so sophisticated. And mascara was not like it is today. It wasn't like waterproof or anything. You just put this boot polish stuff on.
Yeah.
And I once tried to smoke, you know, because I thought it was sophisticated to smoke.
Got smoke in your eye.
Oh, God, I look like Kiss, is it, you know, is it called
Yeah.
Kiss? Oh. So I thought, no. You either have to try to be sophisticated or smoke. You can't do both. So I never did. Never
Oh
did
no,
smoke.
I used to you know, waterproof mascara.
Yeah.
I had it by a bucket load. You know, I must admit it's sort of like, these days, I have a couple in my makeup drawer.
Yeah.
Just for when,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going out on bike. You can't go out without mascara. It's just, you know, some people, some women, it's lipstick, isn't it? They can't go anywhere without lipstick.
Yeah.
Me, it's mascara.
I would never go out anywhere without a full makeup on, and now I don't bother.
Well, no, with me, it's just mascara.
No, I just don't bother.
And it always has been.
I have the habit now of rubbing my eyes. Later on today, I'll
Yeah.
go like that. And then I just look like a panda and I look stupid, so. And I can't guarantee that I won't do it when I'm out.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, oh no, just rub my eye. And you look at your hand and there's all this mascara on the end of your finger and you're
Was
thinking,
that called? Oh, God.
oh no, just rub my eye. And I think, thinking, oh, nobody's seen it, oh, nobody's noticed I've got a big black eye, big smudge.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've never sort of, not for years, done full makeup. If I'm going somewhere special, you know, I might make the effort.
My full makeup, though, doesn't involve foundation as such. I only use that mineral powder.
Yeah.
You know, where you just dust it on, just to take the shine off.
Yeah.
I don't like foundation. I don't like my skin feeling clogged up.
Yeah.
You know, with pores clogged up. I don't like that. No, I don't like that heavy feel.
No.
You know, you
I know what you mean, yeah.
See some women, it's like a mask, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh, it would irritate me that.
I remember, you know, sort of like teenage years.
You know, you put a
Early
lot on,
teenagers
like
where you think, oh, it's, yeah. And I had a friend at the time, really bonny girl she was, you know, and she'd put makeup on. But she'd look fantastic front on.
Yeah.
But if she turned her head,
yeah, the big line.
she had a big line round there. And it was like, do you tell her, don't you?
Well,
Because she was just one of these that you wouldn't want to offend.
yeah.
But in the end, it was like, oh, just give you...
Neck a bit.
Yeah. But it was like a great big line round it, and it did look like
Yeah.
a mask if she turned her head to the side. You know, face on.
When
Really, really bonny, but...
When I was a teenager, there was a fashion for all your blouses had big ruffles on them. It was before New Romantics. It was long before that. And we were the same. We'd have these big ruffles, and they were always white, the blouses, with ruffles everywhere. And you'd have
They were
all
pale beige by the time you got home.
all pan sticks stuck on the top of your
Yeah.
lace. My mother used to be muttering away though as she was trying to get them clean. Because they weren't cotton, so it was when nylon had sort of come out.
Gosh, yeah.
And you couldn't
And it
put them in
either
a-
came off no problem,
Yeah,
or it stayed
stuck.
forever, didn't it? You know, it was ruined then.
I can remember when first deodorant come out, like spray, and it used to ruin your clothes.
Yes.
It used to go
yeah.
like into a powder under your arm.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I've ruined many a dress because I've scrubbed them under the armpits, you know, to get rid of the
Yeah.
deodorant stain. And I think sometimes it would have been better off just sweating.
Yeah.
I had one beautiful blouse, it was gorgeous, it was all dark colours in stripes, and I persuaded my mother I wanted this, and she did pay for a lot of money for
Yeah.
it at the time. But I got my money's worth out of it because I did laugh wear it, it was lovely. And that just rotted away eventually under the arms because this material just
Yeah.
disintegrated.
Mind you, those first sort of like, I do remember the spray on deodorants that turned to a powder.
Yeah.
And they were just,
Oh, they just
they
rotted.
really were hideous, weren't
Yeah.
they? Because I always used to like darkish colours.
Yeah.
Well, it just,
Used to be big stains
Yeah.
and everything, didn't it? All your clothes used to have this big
Yeah.
stain. I mean, my ex-husband, I used to put, he used to sell those, do you know those armpit things that you sewed into your clothes?
I do know what you're on about.
Yeah, they were,
Never bought any.
I used to
I've
buy
never
them, put them in
actually
his-
seen them,
put
but
them in his jackets.
Yeah.
Because you could snip them out and wash them and put them back in and it didn't ruin the jacket.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do that. And I did that in I had a couple of, lots of dresses back in the day used to be like wool and dry cleanable.
Yeah.
You know, or dry clean only. And I just think,
It's amazing how things have changed in just like the last 30, 40 years, really.
I mean, I used to have to look inside things because my mother used to say, don't buy them if you say dry clean only, don't buy them. Because, you know, it cost her a fortune. It wasn't the buying the things, it was the upkeep of taking them to the dry cleaners every week. It used to be 7 and 6pence, I can remember, to get my stuff dry clean. That's what, about 30 something pounds now, is it?
7 and 6. Oh gosh. Try and translate here.
7 and 6.
Well, 10 bob
was 50p, wasn't
it?
Yeah.
So 7 and 6, but it's something like 37.5p.
Yeah, but back then it was a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, because 2 and 6 was 12.5p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
See, I remember found money.
My dad used to always convert back, and he used to say, he'd go in the supermarket and he'd get these biscuits or something, and it'd be like 40 pence or something. And he'd come back and he'd say, I can't believe I've just paid 8 shillings for these biscuits. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same. Everything seemed to go up when we got in decimal, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, I remember I was sort of. When did it go decimal? Was it 1969? Something like that.
It was after our Ian was born.
When
so
was
it would be about 69. So it would be 69, 70,
71.
70s.
I remember
early,
it going because I was at sort of junior school then, and we were learning how to, you know, change it over because my education started, you know, when they sort of like in maths when they're doing money.
Yeah.
And I remember doing all the sums in 12s, you know.
Yeah,
there was 12 pennies to a shilling.
Yeah.
And I can remember doing that.
Mm.
And then having to change it to just like normal maths, if you would.
Yeah, well, it was difficult
when
for us.
When we went decimal.
Difficult for us because we had the shops.
Yeah.
And everything had been priced in decimal. Not decimal, the old currency.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
Imperial.
Imperial, yes. And then all of a sudden we had to convert everything.
Yeah.
Prices to this decimal. And it just... It made everything seem so much more expensive, I don't know why.
Mind you, I should imagine it...
And they used to sneak extra money out.
Yeah.
They rounded it up a lot of the times, didn't they?
Yeah.
To the nearest, like, 5 pence or whatever it was. Whereas before they would go up in 1D, which was
a penny.
A penny in the old money.
Yeah.
But a penny in the new money was about...
Was it 2?
2 of these. So everything that had been 1 pence finished up being 1 new pence, which was like 2pence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we lost out.
Oh, but no, I remember threepenny bits and silver sixpences and all sorts.
Mm. My mum kept a silver sixpence for years because it used to go in the Christmas pudding.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I've nearly choked on a few of them every time.
Well, where was I? And it's only this past year or so, and a shop was selling sixpences, and it was specifically for Christmas puddings.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
no, I can't remember where it was, but I actually remember.
Yeah, you had to put a sixpence in.
Yeah.
Your Christmas pudding. But there was the old silver sixpences, not the modern ones that weren't made of silver. They were the old silver sixpences.
They were slightly smaller than the. Oh no, I'm sure we had just a normal sixpence.
Yeah.
So you can find it because they were just that little bit bigger and thicker.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lucky if you found it.
Yeah.
I used to be like that, chomping through the pudding with a spoon. And my mum said, stop doing that, just eat it. I said, I don't want to swallow it. I don't want to swallow my sixpence.
Oh dear. Well, if you had sixpence, you thought you were rich, didn't you? Well, I did as a kid.
Yeah.
You could go and get so much.
Yeah. I progressed to 9pence.
Mm.
When I was little, I was 9pence. My mum needed to get... I had to help her around the house though for me 9pence.
Yeah.
But I used to spend 3p £3, which would be nothing these days. Wouldn't even be a penny, would it? I used to spend £3 on sweets, and I used to put my sixpence away because I had my eye on this great big dolly. And it was when they just first came out with like realistic hands.
Right.
And realistic body. The faces were hard.
Yeah.
But they perished in the end because they were like rubbery, but they just perished. But I had my heart set on this, and of course it was quite a lot of money. So I used to put sixpence away every week until I nearly had enough. And when I nearly had enough, I went to the toy shop. It was on in the market hall in Oldham. It was burnt down later, but it was there. And I knew the lady who had the stall. It was my friend's mum. And she let me put it on one side and pay a deposit on it, because I had deposit money, but I didn't have enough for the whole doll.
Yeah.
And so she let me put it on one side, so it was just reserved for me. And then when I had enough pennies, sixpences, I then went up and bought it.
Well, hey.
So I bought my own dolly, because my mum refused to buy it for me. She said it was a fad, and I was too old. Because I was being about 10 or something like that. And she was convinced I was too old for this baby doll. But I just wanted it. I just really wanted this baby doll. All I did was knit clothes for it, really. I didn't really play with it. But I just wanted it. And I kept it for many, many years until its little hands fell apart.
Yeah.
They were... I used to wash them, you see, and they were like a kind of rubbery.
Yeah.
Almost like rubber gloves.
Weird.
Oh,
I think I know the sort you mean.
Yeah, they split.
Well, I can remember getting £0.50 for spending money.
Mm.
And that'd last me all week. £0.50.
But the dolls before that, a lot of them were celluloid. Do you ever remember them?
No.
It was after the war, when things were short, they used to make these dolls, we call them celluloid. And they were very, very flimsy.
Yeah.
And if you bumped them, they'd get dents in them. And my dad was a dab hand at getting something warm and like putting it on this doll's head, and it used to pop it back out again. And he was a great one for that. And then when they were broken, their arms used to come off them. There used to be a doll's hospital in Manchester.
They did. They did. There used to be one in Bolton as well. Because, what did we take to the Dolls Hospital?
He took them to the Dolls Hospital and he put new eyes in them, and he put new
I'm
arms on them and strung them up with elastic.
What was it?
Yeah, you could take them to the Dolls Hospital.
Yeah. Crikey, I can't remember what it was. But I remember going to the Dolls Hospital because in Bolton, it was opposite the Market Hall.
Yeah.
And there were some shops and there was just this door, and you sort of like went through the door and there was a flight of stairs up.
Yeah.
And Dolls Hospital were at the top.
Yeah. There was a little old guy who used to just hoop the elastic back in the arms of the dollies.
Yeah.
Or put new elastic in, because he used to be.
Or saw Teddy's heads back on and what have you.
Yeah, he was a little old man. When he retired, it just went, nobody took it over, you know.
Now these days, everything's just disposable, isn't it? You know, there's
But-
no longevity in any toys these days.
No, you always got things you know, if their eyes fell out, because dolls always had blinky eyes, didn't they?
Yeah, sometimes they'd sink back in their head, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so he would always sort that out, or he would put, if the elastic broke on the arms used to be strung together with bits of elastic. And he used to have a big long hook, and he used to put new elastics on your dollies and stuff. I used to find it all so fascinating. It was a great place, and when he went in, it was like little, just crowded out with dolls all round, sitting around looking at you.
The one that, I'm sure it was my grandma took me. That's been my mum. Don't know. But I remember there was sort of like a hatch where you could see lots of toys. This
was an actual shop
in the room.
Really, really old-fashioned, like Bob Cratchit type shop with wooden shelves around, very dark and dingy, and all these dolls and teddies would all be sitting around looking at you. And I always remember next door there was a toy shop called Wiles, Wiles, and you could go downstairs and you could buy all dolly's wigs, dolly's shoes,
All right.
and all sorts of things you could buy. You know, to replace if you doll's hair. Doll's hair wasn't like it is now. It wasn't rooted or anything. It was just like a wig that was glued on, wasn't it? And of course, if you decided to
most of mine were rooted.
No, mine were just stuck on. And if they were, if I tried to wash them, they'd fall off. So you'd go and buy a new wig for your doll and get it glued on. And then I used to fascinated with these dolly's shoes.
Yeah.
Because they were all different sizes and they all had a little ankle strap, you know, across.
Yeah.
And I used to love taking my doll down and trying all these shoes to get the right size for them. I had a really lovely aunt who had bags and bags of patience. And she would let me walk round this Wows's. It was a real old-fashioned toy shop.
Yeah.
And it had things in glass cases that you couldn't touch and stuff.
Well, I know it used to be a treat for us to go to the toy shop.
Yeah.
Because there was a big one in Bolton, and it was called Boydell's, Boydell's. And that was like the place to go. It was, you know, childhood heaven.
Yeah.
I should imagine a bit like sort of Toys R Us is to kids these days.
Yeah.
But it was nowhere near as big as Toys R Us.
Oh yeah,
like,
but they didn't have all this. They had,
no.
And they had lots and lots of wooden dollies' houses. And I used to think they were so fascinating. They'd be like great big mansions. Yeah. We could never have afforded anything like that.
Oh, do you know, I remember making furniture for dolls. You know, me and my friends, we'd sit round and like Cindy and Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
And we'd make chairs out of toilet rolls.
Yeah.
You know, toilet roll holders, things. The tubes from the inside. And we'd cut like a chair shape out.
Yeah.
And then sellotape something on for the seat and what have you. Oh God, we made all sorts.
Well, I was very lucky because
I must admit we were the Blue Peter generation.
Yeah. I was very lucky because my dad was very, very handy at bodging stuff up together, and he made me my dolly's house.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford to go and buy one. He made it for me, and it had a little electric lights, like from a battery.
Yeah.
At the side, and he'd got wallpaper. He put wallpaper on, and Mum had sewed some curtains.
Yeah.
And
I must admit, I remember
he'd made a lot of the furniture, I think, with wood. And
a friend of mine had a doll's house, and it had like little lights in it.
Yeah.
And it was sort of, whoa, look at that. And I mean, these days...
Oh, they take everything for granted, don't
they? They do.
Yeah, I remember we had... I mean, the wallpaper was probably, when you think about it, probably gift wrap paper or something.
Yeah.
Because it had tiny little flowers on it. And
yeah.
Mum had made these curtains, but I was most upset because they were like drawing pinned on and they didn't draw.
Right, yeah.
You know,
I wanted to close.
I wanted to close these curtains, but they weren't, you know. And Dad made the dolly's house. He made my brother a fort apparently, but I don't remember that. Because don't forget, my brother was 9 years older than me. And he made him a fort, to put all his soldiers in. I mean, it was, when he wanted to be, he could be quite handy. When you consider he never had much time, but I was saying the other day about my dad he always had time for us, well, me in particular, because he kind of lost touch with my brother because my brother was 2 when he went to war, and they were very, very close apparently until then. Oh, that's the 45 minutes up. But when he came back from war, my brother didn't know who he was.
Yeah, it must have been an awkward time for an awful lot of parents and kids. So.
I mean, my dad was gone from 38 to 46, so he was gone for a fair time. But of course I was his little baby. Yeah. So, anyway, we better say goodbye before we vanish.
And hope we haven't already gone off.
I don't think so.
Well, lens is still out. But anyway.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, I know. It used to.
It used to, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything now. Anyway, at last I've got, I think, to the Arnold shaping. So
well, hey, downhill all the way.
Yeah.
And I shall take me drum home and finish my wreaths.
Yeah.
And hope I can do it so I can fetch them and show
next week
when they're actually
if you're back next
done.
Week.
Yeah. Righto.
Okie dokie.
Bye now.
I'll let Sue turn it off.
Let's see if I can get it up. Your couch is eating me again.
Well, it's definitely eating me.
Oh,